Good morning. If you guys could start grabbing your seats, that'd be great. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. We're so glad that you've been able to join us today for this really exciting introduction of Tyler LaTorre as Pepperdine's next head baseball coach. We're so excited about this, Tyler. Welcome to Pepperdine, my friend. I'm also thrilled to introduce his wife, Stacy, and Bella, who are here with us as well. We're so glad you guys are here. Pepperdine University has a one-of-a-kind athletics program. We seek to compete with purpose, aspiring to the highest standards of excellence, both on and off the field of play. We've won 14 national championships, including 10 team championships in NCAA Division I competition. We were thrilled this year to win the Commissioner's Cup in the West Coast Conference for the fourth time, reflecting success across all of our sports in 2023-24, as well as the Women's All-Sports Award for the sixth time. In addition, 2 Pepperdine student athletes were recognized. Nikki Redelick of women's tennis garnered the WCC Female Mike Gillerin Scholar Athlete of the Year, and Jonathan Flint of men's cross country and track was awarded the WCC Male Postgraduate Scholarship. We are so proud of Nikki and Jonathan. They embody the best of what it means to compete with purpose at Pepperdine. And today it's all about baseball. We're welcoming Tyler as our new baseball coach. Pepperdine baseball has a proud and remarkable tradition of success, including winning the national championship in 1992 and advancing to the NCAA postseason 30 times. Pepperdine baseball players have gone on to remarkable levels of success both on the field and off of it. We've heard from many of our baseball alumni through the course of this search, and I've been reminded once again of the reach and influence of Pepperdine athletics. I've also been impressed by the members of our baseball team who have demonstrated just a really remarkable level of maturity through this process. Friends, the future is bright for Pepperdine baseball. Our search for a new coach was capably led by Tanner Gardner, our fantastic new director of athletics. He's been on the job less than 3 weeks, and he started off at a full sprint. And what I've heard about these jobs, Tanner, is that you start off going as fast as you can, and then you gradually speed up. So good luck with that, and congratulations. I'm convinced more than ever that Tanner is the right person at the right time to lead our athletics program into the dynamic future of college athletics. So please join me in welcoming Athletic Director Tanner Gardner to the podium.
Good morning, and thank you, Tim, for that wonderful introduction. And thank you to you and President Gash for being wonderful partners on this search, and really wonderful partners to me so far. I think we're going to form a great team and a great partnership, and everyone in athletics and everyone that's a fan of athletics should be encouraged by that. I also want to thank a few other people who were great partners in this search. The first is Ned Coletti, who many of you know, and some of you may have had class with. Ned was a longtime professional baseball GM, and most recently the GM for the LA Dodgers, and he was a great advisor to me on this process. The other person that I want to thank is Andy Lopez. Andy reached the pinnacle of success at Pepperdine, winning the 1992 national championship, and he was a good ear to bounce things off during the process. It was really helpful. I want to thank Jordan Home, our assistant AD, who was a great partner and was right by my side through it. I want to thank Bowlesby and Associates and Kyle Bowlesby for helping guide the search process. Then I want to thank our alumni community and all the players who gave feedback throughout the search process. I must have talked to over 100 people to get input through it. So thank you very much, and thank you to the others of the search committee who really helped us, including those in attendance in our administration. And thanks to all those in attendance today, and also those who are on the live stream. We appreciate your support. It's not every day that you're charged with hiring a coach for a program as storied as Pepperdine baseball. It's a big weight, and you want to choose well because there's a great alumni community and a great history of success to steward. Tim mentioned some of the incredible stats, 30 NCAA postseason appearances, multiple College World Series, and a national championship, which is something that is just incredibly hard to do, but we did under Andy Lopez, and there's a trophy right behind me to prove that. And so the wait was real to make a good decision, but fortunately, there was a lot of great interest in this job. As you could imagine, there were a lot of people who see the potential in Pepperdine baseball and see what we can be. As we navigated the search process, there were a few key criteria that were important to us. The first, finding a coach that was aligned with the mission of Pepperdine University. As important as it is important with all of our coaches, we want someone who would lead with their faith and help develop our young men off the field in that case. Second, we needed someone who understood uniquely what Pepperdine was and what Pepperdine could be, who knew what it took to build a program, who knew what it took to work at a private school and didn't see it as a barrier, but saw all the benefits and that came with Pepperdine. Third, we want someone that had deep recruiting connections and a deep recruiting base on the West Coast, but could also recruit nationally. We have to win California, but then find the best, smart student athletes around the country. Next, we wanted someone who was a player developer. We have to be exceptional at finding good players and making them better here if we're going to be a program that returns to the top of college baseball. And then finally, we were looking for someone who could reinvigorate Pepperdine baseball, who could bring energy and passion to our players to unite them and to our alumni community as well. When considering these areas, Tyler LaTorre rose to the top. He's the right man to lead our program forward, and he also feels the weight of the position and understands the shoulders he stands upon and the potential that can be. Tyler's a strong man of faith, and he's going to focus on developing our young men. He's inspired by Pepperdine's vision to be the global preeminent Christian university, and he's going to take a holistic approach to player development. It's going to be about developing men on the field, but then developing them off the field too. One successful college coach said this to me during the process. He said, "Tyler is a leader of men and a man of strong faith. His ability to connect with student athletes will be a game changer for Pepperdine." Tyler's also a proven commodity, both as a player and as a coach. He was part of a World Series team at UC Davis. He was part of 3 World Series champions as part of the San Francisco Giants organization, who he was with for 9 years. By the way, it was great talking to the members of that organization who just raved about Tyler. And then as a coach, Tyler's been the head coach at Westmont University for 2 years. All he did in his first year was win a national championship, so no pressure, Tyler. And after graduating over 20 players off that team and transitioning to Division II baseball, they reached as high as 15th in the country. Tyler's a winner, and he knows what it takes to win. Tyler has deep roots and a deep network in pro baseball and in college baseball. In totality, he has 20 years of experience as a player in college, as a professional player, as an assistant coach at the Division I levels and a head coach at Westmont. And so in Tyler, I think we feel like we really just found the perfect fit for what we were looking for. He embraces the high calling and the ambitious vision for Pepperdine and Pepperdine baseball, and I'm confident that he's the right person to lead us into this next chapter, which is to get us where we belong, which is among the nationally relevant programs in the country. And I'll just remind this group that the last coach we hired from a Division II school did pretty well. In fact, he's responsible for that trophy right behind us. So I think there's a good omen there. So before I turn it over to Tyler, I want to read one more message that I received from one of our players, and thank you for all in attendance today. It's great to see you. That I received during the search process as we were looking for our next coach. He had heard that Tyler was a candidate for our job, and he was playing with a couple of his teammates in summer ball. And he said this. He said, when I asked players about Coach LaTorre, they said they absolutely loved him and other synonymous phrases. I've never heard players talk about a head coach like they talked about Tyler. So that's the kind of guy that we want here leading our team at Pepperdine. So enough for me, Tyler. A hearty welcome to you, Stacy and Bella. And we couldn't be more excited to have you join the Pepperdine family, all three of you. So without further ado, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Tyler LaTorre as the next head baseball coach of Pepperdine University.
Wow, I didn't know I was going to get that emotional about the players that have played for me. So thank you for reaching out and to our players. Through this process of going through this interview, I want to thank President Gash, Tanner, and Tim Perrin. When I came on my interview, it was very apparent to me that Pepperdine is first class. It's first class off the field, first class on the field, on the court, in the beach, and on the course. And I felt that as soon as I got on campus. The interview process couldn't have gone more perfect for me in realizing that Pepperdine is the place where I want to call home. Sitting in President Gash's office, he asked me a question of what are the three most important things in my life. The first is my faith. My faith has grown exponentially over the course of my life, not any more prevalent than my opportunity to go to my first Christian-based college in Westmont, and it has grown incredibly well over the last few years, and I look forward to having those opportunities to grow even further here at Pepperdine. The second was my family. My wife and daughter are here today, and I would not be here without them. And the last one is, it's important that I show you guys the impact that not only baseball has had on me, but hopefully the impact that I have on our players. Impact is vitally important to why I go to work every day. The impact on and off the field and in our spiritual lives, not only in an athletic department, but with our players, our community, and our alumni. There is a genuine care here at Pepperdine. I felt taken care of while I was on my interview, not only from the athletic department and our administrative staff, but the people I came in contact with questions not only about my expertise or what I was going to do if I became the next head coach, but just investing in me, in who I was and who I stand for. I would like to thank my mom and dad, who are hopefully on the YouTube channel. Thank you for showing me what unconditional love is. The compassion and guidance and care you had for me has led me to the man I am today. To my wife, Stacy, you are why we are here today. I am the leader, mentor, and coach that I've grown into because of you. Without you, I'm not receiving this opportunity. To our daughter, Bella, you are what drives me to be the best coach I can possibly be. It makes me so proud to be your dad. A few months ago, I was watching The Voice on NBC, and they got towards the end, and it was the finals, and they actually did a segment where all the last candidates had to write a letter to music, and they entitled it "Dear Music." And I thought that was very impactful, just watching them how they explained how important music was to them. And it's something that I want to do with our players when we get on campus, is that they write a letter, "Dear Baseball." So I thought it was important for myself to write a letter to Dear Pepperdine. Dear Pepperdine, thank you for this opportunity to impact the student athletes in our baseball program. Thank you for being the light on top of the hill. Matthew 5:16, let your light shine so that others may see your good deeds and glorify his name in heaven. This verse is who I am and who Pepperdine baseball will be. Our play on the field, our presence on campus, and our servant leadership in the community will be the light that shines brightest for our Father in heaven. To our players, past and present, Pepperdine baseball is a legacy creator. Our goal is to leave it better than we found it. Our relentless pursuit of excellence will bound us together for decades to come. With care, gratitude, value, and commitment, I do solemnly swear to leave a lasting legacy for all to bear witness the power of our faith. Love, Tyler LaTorre. Over the course of the past few days, I've been in contact with our players. The energy, the passion, and the excitement that I felt in these conversations has invigorated me beyond belief. I'm so excited to get on the field, and so are our players, and I can't wait to get to work. However, it is still June, and I wish we were starting practice tomorrow, but I keep having to remind myself that patience is a virtue. I'm so proud. I'm so excited. I am through the roof ready to take on this opportunity, and I want to do it with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. That'll conclude our program. We have some food and drinks in the back, and I encourage you to stay around, enjoy some fellowship, and celebrate a great future for Pepperdine baseball. Thank you very much.